Hello, and welcome to Founder Freedom From Hustler to CEO, the podcast built for e commerce entrepreneurs and small business owners who are ready to work less, earn more, and scale smarter. Today's guest is the co owner of Mantle Furniture, a 65-year-old family owned business that manufactures its own products. Their mission is to provide high quality furniture at a good value. Let's get into it with Kim McRee. Welcome, Kim. How are you today?
Doing good, Stephen. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Thanks for asking.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Can you tell us a little bit about the Mantle Furniture value proposition for folks listening?
Yes, we have. We were started in 1962. My grandparents started the company back then, and then my father and his brother took over after 15 years, and then now we're on our third generation. My brother and I, and we sell Mantle sells direct to consumer, but we started in 1962 with Temple Furniture, which is our mothership per se, and then Temple is a manufacturer. So we build furniture for Mantle, which sells directly online to customers.
Nice. What kind of furniture do you guys focus on?
We're strictly upholstered, so we do sofas, sectionals, chairs, and beds.
Nice. So what inspired your grandparents to create the brand?
Well, actually, my grandfather was working as an upholsterer in a local furniture manufacturer here in Catawba County, and he wanted to grow with that company. And after promises that weren't met, he decided, I think I can do this by myself. So they actually started in an old church building. So kind of the story goes with Temple is that's where he got his name. But he actually got the name from when he left that manufacturing facility on his way to conquer the world on his own. He saw a church across the street, and the name of the church was Temple. So he decided to call it Temple.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's some good history there. So what major challenges or gaps did you see in the market that kind of led to creating the Mantle brand?
Well, what we did, Stephen, probably about 10 years ago, with Temple, we have always sold to retail stores and designers that sell to the end consumer. And about 10 years ago, we had someone approach us at our furniture market. We show in High Point twice a year in October and April. And we had someone approach and said, I want to open a furniture store online. I don't have a manufacturing facility. I want you to build my furniture. So we did that and had much success with that, along with other e-commerce people. And then my brother and I kept talking and said, why can't we do this on our own? And meet this niche. That way you're kind of cutting out the middleman, and we can give the consumer a better value in the cost of the furniture. So in 22, decided, it was about a year planning, but once we did that, we actually said, hey, let's do this on our own. And we planned it for about a year and released it in 22. And then that was it. It took off from there.
Nice. That's pretty quick, actually, a year. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, what was the existing way of doing business that was like, what was broken or inefficient about it that you're trying to solve?
Yeah, I don't think it was broken. I think we were at the point where we're like, the way the world is going, so many people are on their phones, so many people are on their computers on a daily basis. They're used to Amazon and getting things quick.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are buying furniture online. I would have never thought it. Being many years I've been here, I would have never thought that, but it did happen. And so we said, hey, let's get that niche and try and hit the end consumer ourselves.
Right.
So that was kind of our direction. We said there's a market out there. There's a void that we could take advantage of and be able to get some impact there. So that's what we did.
Nice. Good eye. Good eye on that. Yeah, it is interesting how that niche has just blown up like furniture.
Yeah.
I don't know like how that would work for me personally.
Yeah.
Obviously people can do it.
I know. I scratched my head too, because I was like, why do people not want to sit on it? So, and of course we didn't want to hurt our retail partners in any way. And there's still that consumer out there that wants to go and sit on that sofa.
Sure.
But we just wanted to grab those people that didn't care, that they want to buy that sofa quickly and have it in their home within, 4 to 6 weeks and get it directly delivered to the door.
Right.
And so we wanted to grab hold of that opportunity.
Very good. So how do you feel that your company solves the online furniture selling problem better than other alternatives out there?
I think one of the things we have that other people don't, and there's a lot of great e-commerce companies out there, and as our website states too, we're kind of cutting out that middleman. So we're able to offer our pricing a little bit less than others that are out there. Because we're coming directly from our factory. Our Mantle office is, I can see the factory just across the parking lot there that's building the furniture for you. So we have hands-on there to be able to do that. But another big thing too is the fact that we can do some custom. And a lot of people are used to, you see that blue sofa and you click buy. But if they say, I wish that back was just a little, I'm a 6'5" guy and I want that back to be 3 inches taller. Yeah. We're able to do that because we are the manufacturer as well. So we're able to give that special customization to people and they're willing to pay for that. So
yeah, that's awesome.
It's a good advantage that we have being able to do that, being the manufacturer as well as the retail online store.
Yeah, us boomers like our customizations.
Yes. And we do offer cushions too. That's something recently we put on that has really taken off. Matter of fact, our customer service head lady today told me that probably 9 out of 10 of the purchases, somebody's getting a specialty cushion.
That's pretty good. That's great.
That's something that we offer as well.
There's definitely a big hole there for sure.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. There's plenty of ugly cushions at Target that nobody wants.
Yes.
To put on their lovely new furniture. Yeah. So what do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about your company, specifically when they're like just first arriving at your website?
Yeah, I would think that some people, and I've never been this way because I've always had access to furniture that I could purchase directly, but I would think people would be concerned about quality. I had a friend and she kicks herself. She said, I bought a sofa from X company and it was stiff as a board. And that's one of the things that you're not going to get with Mantle because we have the quality and the Temple brand behind it. So we've got that quality piece of furniture that you're going to have compared to the other people.
Right. So higher quality. Do you maybe offer some type of guarantee to help them through the purchase decision process?
We do. That's one of the things, and other people do this as well, but we're proud to offer the fact that we can, if they're not happy with it within 7 days, it comes back at no cost to them, whether it's buyer remorse, it's, hey, this didn't fit, my room, this sectional is too big. So we offer them 7 days to return that at no cost to them, no questions asked, to make sure, we're standing behind that quality guarantee that they're going to be happy with our furniture. So we have very little turnaround for that. And then we give 30 days with the restocking fee.
That's fantastic.
In 30 days.
Fantastic. So let me ask you if you wanted to share like a success story, either about the Mantle brand mission or maybe some customer success stories that are fun to listen to.
Well, one of my favorite customer stories is the fact that we were probably just into this end of the retail store maybe about a month, and we had a gentleman was stuck in traffic and bought a sofa on his phone in traffic. So that's one of the favorite ones I like to tell. That just kind of goes to show that people are going to buy online, and it's a quick, easy process. That's one of the stories that I like to tell because it was quick and easy. It proves that people are going to buy online. So, and of course, we have that guarantee that if they don't like how it sits, they can bring it back. So that lets them rest at ease for that as well.
That's a funny story. So I'm curious, did said customer utilize the website chat or call in to ask some questions? What was his shopping experience like?
Yeah, we do have the chat and we have customer service people here as well, and they were able to assist him with any of his questions, and he said it was a quick 7-minute boom, and easy peasy.
Nice. That's pretty awesome. I don't think I've ever purchased anything while I was stuck in traffic, but I can definitely spend money while I'm laying in bed for sure.
Oh yes, absolutely. Me as well.
So do you see any trends shaping the future for your industry right now, Kim?
I think the trends, one of the things with us being a manufacturer, we're able to see the fabric trends. ahead of the actual retail stores. Matter of fact, we're going to High Point in May to the fabric show. And so we'll be seeing, all the new fabrics. So we'll be able to see what the trends are. But right now we're kind of a modern, more sleek look, and we'll stay with that brand as long as that allows. But yeah, we're able to stay on trend with that, being able to have that kind of heads up with the
Yeah.
fabric.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So, assuming that there's other business owners listening to this podcast, what advice would you have for other business owners looking ahead for themselves to either stay ahead of the curve in their e-commerce journey or potholes to avoid? Because there's certainly a few of those out there.
Yes. Well, if you're manufacturing, I would definitely suggest getting some advice from others, which we had done, as well as having the experience. But I would always encourage to do that online. It's not, we got flack at first. The other manufacturers that we're great friends with here in the county, they were saying, are you sure you want to do this? You're going to hurt your retail customers. But we only had a couple retail customers kind of scratch their head. But once they realized we're offering different styles, different fabrics than our Temple and Parker Southern facilities, it wasn't hurting them in any way. And we don't want to hurt them. We value them very much. But I would advise that. I would advise one of the learning curves that we figured out was, because we weren't in the delivery business, in the manufacturing, they come and the carriers pick up our furniture, take it to the retail stores. Well, we weren't used to that. So that was a little bit of a learning curve. We actually have a story. It was a lady in New York called Sarah, and we called her sixth floor Sarah because it was a deal with her trying to get the delivery guys up 6 floors, and we weren't experienced with that. So that was a big learning curve for us. So yeah, I would definitely advise to get your delivery situation squared away. That cost us a little bit, but it was worth it. Sarah did get her sofa and was very happy with it.
Yeah.
If
I've
you
worked
are
in
selling large items, just keep that in mind.
For sure. I used to do a little bit of contracting work in the high rises in Chicago, and it's a juggle to arrange a delivery in a high rise because it has to be scheduled.
We even had someone that had to actually receive delivery from his balcony because the furniture, the way his apartment was designed, it wouldn't go in through the front door and make the turn.
Yeah.
But we worked with him. Our customer care specialists are amazing, and they were able to work with him and get it delivered.
Nice. Sounds like a lucky day for that customer for sure.
Yes.
So looking ahead, what do you think is next for your company?
Oh, well, Steve, we're going to continue to grow. We've seen growth. We've met our growth goals, which is amazing and a blessing. But we'll just continue to add fabrics and styles and market to people. We have a great marketing team that provides great social media and a great website that we're able to present to customers that we've got a great product.
Fantastic. Good to hear. Meeting the goals. Not always easy to do. Not always easy to do.
Yes.
So how can the listeners learn more about your brand or get involved in what you're building? Let's send them to some websites and some social channels that you're working.
Yes, absolutely. We're on all social media platforms. And of course, our website is mantlefurniture.com. If they want to work with the retail store, they can always get the same quality, some different styles and fabrics at templefurniture.com and our sister company, which is parkersouthern.com. Okay. So they can reach all of those at any time.
Fantastic. And I believe you said you wanted to throw out a special offer for listeners today. Is that true?
I absolutely do. Yes, we're happy to be on this podcast and excited for the future of our companies and happy to extend that 15% discount. Just enter code podcast15 when you go to the Mantle website, and you're able to get it directly there at 15% off for the month of May. Yeah.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Founder Freedom, From Hustler to CEO. A huge thanks to Kim McRee of Mantle Furniture for pulling back the curtain on differentiating through quality, service, and specialized programs. Want more stories like Kim's? Be sure to follow, rate, and share Founder Freedom wherever you get your podcasts. Every listen helps us spotlight more founders rewriting the rules of business on their items. Until next time, keep building smarter, not harder.